Hey, it's Adol and the little lady. Where'd you find the get up, Adol? Shit, I'm the pimp. The pimp of the year, 17 years running. That's why I got the get up. I look good, huh? Special gift from a special someone. She's like, I just found it on the beach, dog. All that rapping. Oh, calm down, you high strung ass lady. Yak, yak, what up? Smooth pimp move right there. You saw that? Cold pimping. Oh, anyway, we're definitely gonna read text because that's what they love to make us do in these games. They got a story to tell, and by God, they are going to tell it, whether you like it or not. We can check them out. Visually, some of this game is gorgeous, but then some of it seems incredibly bare bones. And I don't mean that like, oh, it's bad because it's bare bones. It just the two things don't seem to jive together. Like, was there not enough money in the budget? Which, if not, hey man, Xenogears didn't get enough money in the budget either. And I still found a special place in my heart for that game. And I like this game. It's just makes me wonder. Bait times 10 acquired. I feel like this whole fishing minigame could have been introduced so much more succinctly than that. But I get it. The younger generation wants to be a part of the story. Time wasters. You can fish at any body of water. How about that? Press this to pull out your fishing rod, except I don't think that's the button I'm using for fishing rods, but go nuts. Oh, there's more to the tutorial because you can't just make the fishing something as easy as walking up to the water and pushing a button. There's got to be more to it. Real fishing's more fun than this and less complicated. All right. Yeah, see, that's my map. I don't know what button fishes. And it ain't none of these buttons. Yep, ain't no fishing going on tonight. Alright, what button did I make fishing when I changed all the controls to a control scheme that actually makes sense in a video game? Alright, I gotta go back to the menu to figure out where casting fish goes. Oh, I learned a new skill? When was that? Alright, so let's go to the system. Let's go to the button config. Where's the fish button? It still says it's this. Wait, go back one. So I have that as the map. Is this the map? Okay, so maps up, full screen minimap down, journal left. Okay, so got him. Know exactly what to do. Cash. All in your ass. Here we go. Peace! Money. We got a Sedina, son. We're going to tear that thing up. I got a bite. Get it, girl. Loxia. Clem's back in the house. Alright, we got our obligatory fishing done. Let's go do some fun fishing, yo. Booyah, what'd I get? Caught a small driftage. A lustrous scale obtained. A saurian scale. And a small leaf. Welcome back, Chambers. Thank you, Mr. Clem. It's good to have you amongst this band of brethren and sistren. Sistren should be a word, by the way. It's not. Damn it. How do we have brethren and no sistren? How the hell did the word maker upper people miss that one? And then what do we call the people who don't identify as either? Otherin? Brethren, sistren, and otherin. Let us come together. Yeah, that'll work for me. Brethren, sistren, and otherin. All right, let's go talk to Dogi. Wait, what am I checking? I did check out the facilities on your way. Bruh, I already caught the fish. What do you want from me? I like this part of the game, the getting weapons beefed up to make you stronger. Now, what I don't remember is if I like the way the system works, but I do like that it's here. Let's try it out. Hell yeah. Can I try it now? Here we go. So I can do short sword. I can do the rapier or the heavy anchor. I think I'm going to go to the sword. Let's see. What can I do to it? Anything? It'll go to level 2 with a little bit of iron ore and a little bit of murky mucus. Yeah. Enhance, please. Yes. Got a level 2 sword. Where's my trophy at, son? Come on. I know there's a trophy for upgrading a weapon. Let's get it. Nope, I guess not. Alright, 3 of 9, 6 of 57. Yeah, let's go level 3, baby. Love it. Now let's get Sahad at least one joint. Yeah, there we go. And I've been picking up supplies like a mofo when I was running around the map, so somewhat good to go in that. Oh, so that's the max for the sword. Okay, sweet. So I'll get better swords and level those up through time. Man, we are kicking ass. Yeah, refined craftsman, boy. Give me my damn trophy. That's what I'm talking about. I'm way too excited for something that doesn't even matter. But that's what life is, man. Getting excited about stuff that doesn't matter. Right? Isn't it? Hey, can you fish here? Hell yeah, you can fish here. Don't think I won't, ho. It's going to be a special fish. And there's going to be salmon here because it's the swimming upstream joint, isn't it? Talk to me, Goose. Got a Sedina. Level D. Alright, let's ball out. I love that floaty jump, man. That is a nice little touch to the partido. Bro, I checked. Oh, more. I was like, what other facilities have I not checked? Oh, damn, I don't have an empty bottle yet. Wait, I thought I did have an empty bottle. Okay, we'll get an empty bottle. I could have sworn we got one already, though. David MG says, what's this game about? So, I have no idea. The Ease games follow this guy named Adol or Adol, depending on which one you're playing and how they pronounced it at the time. I've always said Adol. Going back to Ys 3 was the first one that I ever played on Super Nintendo. One of the games I am really looking forward to collecting for my collection because the box art is fantastic. The games are just high fantasy, running through a world to save the group of people you're with from the oppressive government they call the Roman Empire, haha, and from whatever's going on in the world. In this particular game, the crew is these people who were all together on this giant cruise ship are shipwrecked on this monstrous island, and now we're trying to survive and find our way off. That's the gist of it. I've not gotten very far into the game, so I don't know what the actual, like, for real, big time story is. But yeah, that's pretty much what's up. For at least as far as I can explain it. That's what's up. Come on, give me some. Give me some. Give me some. Give me that. Oh, you're a whore! I thought it did the thing! Alright, don't waste the bait, man. Let's go. There it is. Showtime. Ooh, it's a big one. Caught Ebola. It sounds like caught Ebola. He caught Ebola. I wonder if they did that on purpose. Alright, I caught breakfast. I put way too much lemon in my tea. Woo! Well, at least we'll be up. Up and at 'em. Between the caffeine and the tea and the lemon. Okay, I have checked out all... Oh, no, there's one more facility right here. I'll tell you, if nothing else, man, the music in this game when you're not in battle is smooth chillosaurus, man. I could cool out to this for a minute. And then when you are in battle, it's hyper, but it's very well made. Like, the melodies are beautiful. So it's even enjoyable even when it's hyped up. Let's return to Dogi, who's 4 feet away. David MG says, the music makes me want to live in this world. Yeah, if it wasn't a deserted island with murderous monsters on it, I would agree with you. For real. So she yelled at the one guy because she didn't like his language. But this dude ain't got on no shirt. She cool with that. Yeah, so the reason we're on the island is a giant leviathan attacked the ship and dragged it to the island, or dragged it underwater, and the survivors made it to the island. So yeah, unfortunately, it's a beautiful island, but it's a deadly island. Learn to cook meals via recipe books. Those will be fun to find if that's an exploratory thing in the game. Okay, it's good stuff. You know what's funny is I notice when I play these types of games in bed, I don't get as frustrated with the reading and stuff. Like if I'm in bed and I'm just chilling, and I know I'm only gonna be playing usually for about 15 minutes, it's like, all right, I'll read this. But like when I'm on a show and trying to be, it's like, come on, man, get past this shit so we can get to the. So I'm definitely a different player when I'm in not having to sit in an office and do all this monkeying around. Hey, Clem, did you catch my heads up about the t-shirts? With the last stream being so jacked up, I don't know if you caught. You had asked me if the new shirts, the A. So what the shirt says, I know you probably can't read that on screen, it's too small. It says, A jumps, B fires, save your shitty story and just let me play. So I checked the store, they're not up yet. They're still in review by the store, which what I was saying was that means the AI flagged it because they can see it is in the shape of a Nintendo controller. But it's been altered to not be a Nintendo controller. So, and there's a million different companies that make knockoffs of that shit at this point. It's like, what are you all beefing with? And it's, so what I'm guessing is there's an email to one of the people, you know, one of the 4 people who works at these AI companies, because every company is AI now. One of the 4 people that works there has got to go through a million emails of the other people who own stores with these people. So when he gets the email, hopefully he'll be like, yeah, that's cool. Let it ride. But we'll see. Yeah, I saw you said it's under review. Okay, cool. He just came back. Sorry, I can't be more specific. So, 1, how do you know he came back? 2, there are only 3 ways into this camp. All 3 of which passed this location, which means if you know he's here, he passed you. Who makes these video games? Like, is there no logic to them at all? Except for when I have to solve a puzzle. Y'all get logical as shit when it's puzzle time. Yeah, heathen whores. And so he ain't up here. I actually don't. I think, is he in the bedroom or is this the place where it finally lets me? No, not. Ah, stop it. But yeah, this game's gorgeous. Music, visuals, but all Ys games have a nice little something to them, man. Oh, snap. No, I don't need to rest. We good on that. I think actually what happens is we try to leave town and then Homeboy shows up. I think, if I remember correctly, that's how this goes. Or he's down there trying to build a boat. It's one of those 2 scenes. So let's check down here first. Alright, it is not the build the boat scene because he ain't here. Let's double check the back office where all the monsters attack from. You guys will see that. Imagine in tonight's episode you'll see what happens back here. The supreme fisticuffs that go down in that area. So yeah, I guess we're just supposed to leave and then he shows up. I love how like RPGs try to be mysterious and it's just wasting time. Stop wasting the time. Okay, or maybe he's not gonna just show up because he's a whore. He's a vile, vile whore. This is old school Japanese RPG time wasty bullshit. Oh, he's here now. I mean, his name has to be Sam Porter Bridges, right? Do we get to name him? From now on, everything we name in video games is going to be either Whoopi Goldberg or Sam Porter Bridges. And so I didn't do a big intro for this episode simply because we did this just behind another one. But hello and welcome if you're just tuning in. This is Game Therapy. The idea behind this show is we come hang out, play some video games. It's a place where warrior-minded people can come to hang and heal. A lot of us have been through a lot of trauma in the last couple of months and years. So last couple of months and the last 2 years is what I was trying to say. So I wanted to create a safe space where people like us can come and hang, take a load off, and support each other. You know, like last night, just to talk about the benefits of the show, I got 2 messages yesterday from people who watch, who were both very appreciative that the show existed because of what we aim to do with it, and that blesses my soul to hear that. And then there was a third thing I wanted to share with you, which was what? I got the 2 compliments for the show. What was the other one? Other than getting a copyright claim on our last video, which I will contest because I have written permission from the head of Konami to basically play all their games on YouTube. They're just like, oh, by the way, if you guys ever play video games on YouTube, Konami games, they claim everything. If it's one of theirs, like if they're just publishing some other stuff, fine. But if it's one of their games, original soundtracks, you're getting copyright claims. I had it in writing that I'm allowed to do that, so I can. I usually don't contest the copyright claims because I don't care. I also don't monetize the channel. But hold on, what's it? Build village stuff, blah blah blah. I'm just trying to get through this dialogue so I can get back to chatting with you guys. Whenever we return to the village, then. All right, check the bulletin board for quests. Like, if you have dyslexia, and part of the reason why you guys see me, let me take my joking hat off for a second. One of the reasons why these trouble me so much is I have dyslexia. So for you to have to make me figure out how to play your game by reading a convoluted menu where the shit's not even in order, my brain melts every time I look at one of these things, which is why jokingly on the show, I'm like, why the fuck don't you just make your game intuitive enough to where I don't have to read any of this shit? You know, but it's like okay, there's a sentence at the top, and then there's a title, and then there's pictures with words. What is that one saying? Client approval ratings are recorded in the. It's like a jumbled mess that my brain is trying to sift through. And so many games make the designers make the game so damn complex that you have to learn all this shit to play it. It's like, bruh, where the dragons at? Let's just go kill. But anyway, Game Therapy exists. Let me get through this, and I'll go back to it. Yeah, I'm counting too. Let me go do it. And so, like I was saying, giving us a safe space to come and heal. Oh, the third thing, the benefits of the show. Yesterday, I lost a very close friend and brother of mine, and it was particularly hard. Still is. Still is particularly hard. And I decided to go ahead and stream after I talked to all my folks and we got, you know, figuring out what the next move is for taking care of his family. And I got to come here and hang and just be supported by you guys. So it's like I'm doing game therapy to be present for you, to answer hard questions when you're experiencing things in life or your business. Because a lot of my mentees come on this show. If you guys have heard me talk about my 300 Spartans, a lot of them come to hang out. And it's a great place for them outside of the mentorship world to just hang out, be with other people who are doing cool stuff, chill, but also ask questions in a way less, you know, formal environment, where, you know, I can flesh things out and we can talk for, you know, minutes at a time instead of me trying to respond to a voicemail or something in passing. So it's also an extension of my podcast, which my podcast is very much a stream of consciousness around important ideas, or ideas that I think are important for warrior leaders to understand so they can be effective leaders. That's the purpose of my podcast, is nothing more than to share ideas that help leaders develop into superiorly effective leaders, right? So this show is kind of an extension of that. Being present, like if you've ever been in therapy, a lot of what makes therapy great if you have a good therapist is having the time to process your emotions with someone else, right? Like coming here and people will share hard stuff that they're going through, like I did yesterday, and you got people that'll put their arm around you and build you up, you know? So that's the purpose of the show. I'm glad you're here. If you're new, please leave a comment. Just let us know you're here. Say hi. If you're an introvert, don't worry. We're not going to bug you to keep talking or try to embarrass you. It's all friends here. Now, I make fun of everybody on the show, but it's always in love. So if you're new and you tune into a show where I'm screaming at somebody, trust in real life that is a person that I love. I'm never going to actually be screaming at a person because that's disrespectful and derogatory. But I will do it in jest to people I love because they get a kick out of it, and so do I. But yeah, that's the gist of the show. If you're here for the first time, we'd love to have you subscribe and hang and come around whenever you feel the need or the desire. But that's kind of the skinny and how it works. Let's say we need to build some beds. I'd like you to build some beds for us. However, in order to do so, I'll need you to supply the following materials. Some sturdy lumber. I got some sturdy lumber. Let's improve our materials inventory. Yes, I will help both of you hookers. Come on, Dogie. Quest it up, baby. Oh, God, no. Just let me get materials. I know what the quest is. I'm an adventurer, for God's sake. I'm going to have to read this. But, oh, and back to the t-shirts. While you're waiting for this t-shirt to show up in the store, if you guys have seen any of the other clothes that I wear on TikTok or anywhere else, I'm typically wearing shirts that I made. So if those shirts look cool to you and you want to wear some of them, like the We Are Stronger Than I shirt, a lot of people buy the We Are Stronger Than I shirts. And that's our trademarked slogan for the Brian Chambers movement. And then the Read Bitches t-shirts are my favorites. And then we have a couple other ones. Like we have one that you can't beat. I think it's called You Can't Beat Stupid. We have a couple other ones that are in there and cool. If you're not willing to fight for your people, you're unfit to lead them. And like, I remember because that's one of my quotes, but I remember the situation I was in when I claimed it, because it was just seeing somebody who was in a leadership role who deserved exactly none of the fucking role. And it was just like, this is how you treat people? How the fuck, other than sucking dicks, did you get this job? Which, actually, that was part of it, sadly. I'm not being facetious. I hate to play on a stereotype, but anyway, there you go. Clem says, I want the We Are Stronger Than I shirt. So if you want the shirt, I'll go ahead and post the link here. Actually, I think, Clem, I'll post it for you, and then you could just take the ball and run with it. So that's the link. Ah, that's right. So this link will break. I forgot YouTube is stupid. Because my YouTube name is my name. It makes anything with that name in it weird. So I guarantee you, if you click on this link, it's not going to work. But if you just highlight it, copy and paste it, and put it in another browser, you'll be good to go. Thanks, Clem. Oh, you're saying you want me to make a shirt. Okay. My wife actually made that shirt or that hat. All right. I'll figure that out, man. I can easily make that. I just need to come up with a cool design for it. Maybe I'll get one of my artists to hash it out. Or do I have any of my artists here that want to take a stab at making a cool version of the we greater than I symbol? No, this is not the hat I have now. This hat's from the same business, so it says it on the. That was the old name of my media company, actually. And then when I knew we were going to leave social media for the better part of what we were focusing on, I was like, all right, I'll just shut that business down. The hat you're talking about is in here somewhere. That's on my hat rack. Yes, I have a hat rack. You're talking about this one. I don't know if that'll show up on camera. Let me try to get it in the light. So yeah, you're talking. Woo, this hat stinks. I've been working out in this hat. Need to wash this one. Scheisse. Yeah, Suba's thing is calligraphy. I don't know about the other types of art he does. We've got a couple of artists in our camp, from Lisa to Tyler to Dakota. There's a ton of people that do. Anna's actually the artist that used to actually work on our team years ago, and then she branched out to do her own thing a couple years after that. But I still bring her on. In fact, we just had her do a project for one of our other companies 2 months ago. And she is, between her and my buddy Patrick, or P. Rick, that comes on these shows sometimes, I've not seen a better graphic artist. Like, Patrick is the one who trained me to do it. And, you know, like, if you could see the training he gave me versus, like, sitting through a college course, the dude in minutes made me knowledgeable. What would have taken me a year to learn in school, he was able to. He's like, just do this, and this is all you need to know. And then I picked up the other shit I needed to know on my own. But between Patrick and Anna, I don't know. I know a lot of dope graphic artists. But I'm trying to think of who I know that's better than those two. I don't know. I don't know that it exists. I'm trying to think of the other artists I've worked with, because I know there's other people that are dope that I've done stuff with. I don't know. It'll come back to me if it exists. Oh, Clem, do you do art? What? You didn't tell me you did graphic arts? You heathen. I knew you had an Etsy store. I didn't know what you were doing there. Hand over the materials. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Quest completed, son. I should show you my signature back. So, listen, man. This quote obviously strikes an emotional chord with you, because you're one of the only people who, when I say it, you repeat it. So I know it means something to you. Why don't you design it? Since you're the one that wants the shirt, why don't you make it? And when you do, guess what? When I'm shouting out the Swagged Out Brian Chambers store, I could say, you know who made this? A dope-ass artist who's in my community. And here's his Etsy store that you should definitely go check out and forget about buying my shirts. It's an opportunity for me to promote what you're up to, homeboy. Come on, man. Let me use this while I still have influence on social media before I delete it all. And I probably won't delete it all, but while I am still actively going out to influence people on social media, use me as a resource, man. Not graphic arts, I sketch. Okay. I use graphite and charcoal. Okay, cool. For whatever reason, the dialogue in this game doesn't completely, like, make me murderous and angry. It's like, yeah! Doge! Let's see. I just want to drop off stuff. Although, if I start dropping off stuff, will it still be in the inventory when I go up to the crib? Oh, I can start making things, right? Uh-oh, phone beeping. Stand by, gang. Okay, that's what it's supposed to do. We'll adjust that later. Trying to get my lighting situation squared away better. Ursula says, I have an idea drawn for a We're Greater Than I t-shirt, but not finished it. Okay, cool. Let's see it. Maybe all you guys will make one and we'll have different ones. Let's see, Suba says, I struggle with the digital aspect and I don't have a printer anymore. I got you, man. What the hell was that noise? I don't have anything open that's supposed to make that noise. Stand by. Oh, hold on. There it is. Alright, so I can make the beast claw. And I'm assuming that's something to make weaponry with. Let's go ahead and make one, I guess. Just to see what happens. Just to see what happens, Jesus. All right. We did it. Let's go back up here and see if we can craft some more powerful weapons of Jesus. Alright, so we do have... Nope, we're out. We do not have it. Can't do it. No, we do. We have 4 on hand, so I can get her right. Or... Yeah, I can't get him right, so let's just get her right. Got the rapier. The rapier squared away. Hey, Billy, what you got for me, home? All right, so video game designers, let me help you out. Have your quest boards, all right? Make sure every quest board is interconnected. So any quest board I go to, Star Ocean 5, I can see the quests everywhere. All right. Then, when I take the quest, don't make me go talk to the NPC who's giving it. Just give me a map marker. And then let me go do it. And then once I complete it, put the experience and the items in my inventory immediately. Now, the reason you do this instead of making me run around and talk to people is because it saves time and it doesn't actually break the immersion that I think you're trying to create. But this is creating a lot of time-wasty steps and creating an opportunity where I'll probably at some point go to the message board and then forget to talk to a guy and then miss a quest. Instead of just being in the world and you know, like speed is going to become so important in the new age of gaming. My kids are not going to sit here and put up with, in some cases they will, but as they get older and have less time, you can forget about it. They're going to have too many other options for entertainment to sit here and fumble through this shit. It's like entertainment's just going to get too succinct. Let's see. Rogazuba says, by the way, B. Let's see. Mizzy just landed a killer job and wishes me to convey 1,000 thanks for your help. The last couple of weeks have been a roller coaster. BU6B79 equals 6 minus what the hell? Are you trying to do an emoji? Oh, the remote hit your keyboard. I was like, what did he write? That's awesome, man. First of all, congratulations to both of you. I'm super proud of you, super happy for you, and I had no doubt that you guys would find what you're looking for, man. Or at least find that next rung in the ladder to get to. Super proud, man. Keep killing. Sturdy lumber, that's what he needs. Okay, so does sturdy lumber... Hey, what's up, bird? Tweet, tweet, mother... Oh, sorry. Learn words is fun. Word, I agree. Learn all the words. Alright, so he needed the sturdy bone or he needed the sturdy lumbra? He needs sturdy lumbra. I thought I had sturdy lumbra. How much sturdy lumbra do I need to make the beds? How many did he say on the sturdy lumbra? Actually, let me go to... Maybe the quest board just makes it simpler and I don't have to talk to him. Alright. Yeah, sturdy lumbra. I have 3 sturdy lumbras. Let's see. Light bone, sturdy bone. Flexible branch, sturdy lumbra. Okay, I only have 1 sturdy lumbra. I'm sorry. I gotta go get more sturdy lumbras. Let's level up and kick ass. Oh, here comes the music, y'all. This song gets me so... There's a point in the song during the bridge where I'm going to figure out the psychology of it. There's a point in the bridge where melodically I actually cannot help but get happy. There's dark arts in the dude who produced this music. It's dope, though. I could just run around and beat shit up to this song for hours and be straight. Let's head south, y'all. Kick ass. So like it goes through a couple of loops, you know, bridge, verse, bridge, but then it goes, I'm sorry, verse, hook. Right now we're on the verse, and then it's going to get to the hook, which is kind of like the bridge, but then the bridge takes it to a whole other level. Oh, I saw some video footage too, man. It looks like my old band might be getting back together for another show. And I saw the footage of them playing. Woo! The boys are back, but them boys sound bad. I mean, good bad. Like, that's how we said it in the 80s. They sound, woo! Like we never stopped playing music and they just picked up right where we left off. But, like, older, wiser, and better. They sound good as shit. I was like, oh, my boys! So I'm excited to see what's actually coming. And then hopefully I'll be able to go to the show and support the homies. This part. Especially this part. Here we go. Back to the beginning. The ending to that song, that bridge that takes you back to the beginning, woo! It's just, son, that shit is real. That shit will get you hype. All right, looks like we need to turn this way. Am I right? Nope, you are wrong. How about this way? Nope, the face doesn't change no matter what direction you face, you whore. All right, let's try shit, and then we'll see what happens. Got him. Let's rock. All in your ass. You ain't getting nothing. Get out of here. Now, I realized I was dancing off beat on stream. On the recording, it'll be fine. There's a delay on the stream. I am actually quite on beat. It's just streaming, for whatever reason, the video and audio do not link up exactly. Or I should say, the game and me are off time. Like, the stream slows the video and audio from the game down a bit. There's latency between that and my microphone. I've never exactly figured out where that latency comes from, because theoretically both devices are just USB devices plugged into my laptop, but what is we gonna do? Man, those upgraded swords got me kicking all kind of ass. I'm actually, if YouTube will allow me, or YouTube really didn't have anything to do with it, more so if Falcom doesn't have this music copyright claimed, I'm probably going to start using it in some of my other videos, because it's that dope. Especially this, I'm just going to use this bridge every time, because it gets me hype. Alright, am I actually going south? I am. Kick ass. Turn that shit up. I'm coming to your comment, typical I'm just trying to make sure I don't get killed in the game in the process. Where's that bird at? Come on, bird! This song gets... I've been wanting to come back to this game all week just to hear the song. I was playing it for my wife on my phone like, yo, this song is just ill. Alright, typical Ironwood says, yo, B, I've realized that I am 100% not your target audience. 100%? I don't know if I'll buy 100% because you come around a lot more than most people. Like I'm fine with myself being mediocre. Yes, maybe, but that presumes you know what I mean by mediocre. You might want to ask for clarity on that. But there are several people in my life who will not settle for being mediocre and strive for their own success. And for some reason, they often come to my dumbass for help. Well, good news. You're not as much of a dumbass as you think. And knowing the little bit that I know about you, be very careful with mistaking a lack of ambition with you being mediocre. You are super young and have not experienced, I would guess, enough life to be super passionate about anything where you're going to be more than mediocre at it. But that doesn't mean that you internally desire to be mediocre. It just means you haven't found your fire yet. And that's a very different thing. And that's something like with a lot of the young people. And this is why I tell you guys, I'm super positive about this younger generation coming up. Because they don't have the fucking entitlement that goes back to the fucking baby boomers that if they would hurry up and die, we'd get better faster. And I'm kidding, but it's like, they don't. This younger generation just wants, they're hungry, they want to win, but they don't know how to define winning because the world got turned upside down while they were coming into the world. You know, we went from, hey, go to college, get a good job, and retire in 30 years to, hey, let's start a 20-year war so people can get rich and completely fucking inflate everything. So now our money's worth less. And, you know, a person can have a job at Walmart in 1971, feed their family, and retire at the beach. And now in 2021, you can barely be a doctor and live in a house where I'm from without a second income. Right? And these young cats that I'm seeing don't have the bullshit that the baby boomers, for Christ's sake, all they're bitching. And then they bitched forever at these millennials. God love the millennials for the bullshit they had to put up with. Like, hey, I'll say we for a second because I'm technically in between generations. Like, let me call myself a millennial for a second. Like, hey, because back when the shit was broken up, I was a millennial and then it changed. Let me help y'all. Like, we didn't ask you motherfuckers to give us all trophies. Right? And I grew up just before the everybody gets a trophy shit. But it's like, their entitlement and their unresilience is our fucking fault, not theirs. So why don't we lend a hand and help these motherfuckers get strong? And the younger generation that I'm talking about are the ones younger than them, like my kids. They don't have none of that shit. It's like, hey, because the world sucked when they were born. My oldest was born during the fucking financial crisis. Like, he doesn't have any entitlements to, you know, any of the stuff that, you know, was kind of passed down from the great generation to the boomers that led us to kind of where we are. So don't dare mistake a lack of ambition for your mediocre or desire mediocrity. And a lot of parents do that to young kids. They push them. You got to be driven and you got to figure out what your dream is. Bitch, what's your dream? Why are you doing all this pushing for me to figure it out? I'm trying. Like, you know, and I'm so glad I grew up with the mom and dad I had that just let me try shit to a degree. Some of it wasn't exactly like that, but my dad especially. Hey man, you want to do this pro football shit? Cool, I'll go out in the backyard with you and we'll work on your footwork. He's like, I was a college football player. Why can't you be? Let's get it. You know, like if that's what you want, let's try. You know, and so many kids, you got to be a doctor or a lawyer. I would jump off the 18th story of a building if you told me tomorrow I had to be a fucking lawyer and go through law school. Fuck you. Now, my wife is on the path to be a lawyer. She's apprenticing and doing a whole bunch, but she loves that shit. I don't have that psychology, right? I'd rather you can go to school to become a lawyer and, you know, it'll lead you to be kind of wealthy one day, or you could wrestle a bear. Like, get TikTok and YouTube on simultaneously and get the fucking bear out here. Because motherfuck if I'm going to be a lawyer, right? And so these kids get pushed into shit that's not them, and then, they suck at it. Imagine that, mom and dad. You pushed them into something that they were genetically predisposed to suck at, and then they sucked, and then you shit all over them. Like, I thank God every day for the dad I had, because he did not fuck my brain up like a lot of the people who I'm helping. Like, it's your parents, y'all. Or whoever led you. Bad leadership leads to bad eggs, man. But the point being, I'm really passionate about this, brother. I hope it's coming across as love. Don't call yourself mediocre. I'm not going to... You come around this show more than almost everybody here. Nobody who wants to be mediocre can stand me for more than 30 seconds of listening to me. With all the bullshit that I yell about all the time. So I'm not buying that. I'm buying you're young and you haven't figured shit out yet. Guess what? I'm old and I'm still figuring out shit. You'll be all right. Keep killing, man. You try running through your RTX, says Clem. In my laptop? Wait, running what through my RTX? Yeah, and by the way, if successful people are coming to you for help, hey man, if you're young, so you haven't seen some of the movies I've seen growing up, and you probably didn't grow up you probably haven't lived in any hoods where there's drug dealers. But I'll tell you, there's an old saying from the 90s when I was coming up called game recognized game. Like a G knows a G. Successful people smell successful people, dog. And warriors can smell warriors. You're not drawn to people that you don't like. Or that you don't in some way, shape, or form. Or maybe you don't like them, but they complement something in you that you want. Right? Yeah, I'm not buying that mediocre shit, dude. I think you're just young. And one of the messages to my young folk is, hey, you got time. calm down with all this ambition shit and just try a couple of things to see what you like. And I'm working with a couple of people in their mid-20s, right? Some people that I'm helping. And part of what we're doing is AA. Don't make decisions like you have to get this right. Make decisions like this could go wrong and then get out of it. Like one of my guys, I've got him doing an exercise for, I want you for the next 3 months to try this hard, in the paint, no breaks. And at the end of 3 months, you're going to know a couple of things. One, do you like this enough to keep going? Two, does it suck and you don't like it anymore? Good. Let's never do it again. Let's try the next thing. Cue that up for 3 months, right? And so with young people, my thing is try shit until you taste the thing you really like. I didn't taste the thing I really liked until I got in the Army. And I had no business being in the Army. I didn't want to be there. I wanted to be a football player. But what I learned, what I really wanted was to lead people in a way that was meaningful to them. And football gave me a taste of that. But when I got in the Army, I tasted it for real. When a young man comes to you and says, sir, I want you to baptize me before we go to combat. That's some gangster ass shit that I don't take lightly. That a person would ask me to do that type of spiritual ritual with them before we go almost get killed. I don't take stuff like that lightly. And when that happened to me, it was like, oh, this is what I'm meant to do. It's prepare men and women and others for these wars that we fight in our lives, right? So I didn't get to taste that till I went to the place that I had no business being. So don't try to have it all figured out, man. Try shit. You will eventually taste something that, and that's why when all of you ask me, how do I stay motivated? When you taste the thing you're supposed to be doing, you'll stop asking me that question. Because that's why I have no answer. It's like, well, how do I get motivated? I'm not motivated. I'm fucking obsessed. I can't live any other way. And the reason why I am that way and other people aren't is you haven't tasted the thing. You haven't had that soldier come up to you and say, hey, sir, can you baptize me? And by the way, I wasn't a minister in the military. Again, wanting to wrestle bears and eat Cinnabons. It's the life. That's what I like, Clem. Don't judge me, or judge me all you like, but don't condemn me. That's another phrase we need to stop saying. Don't judge me. That humans are judging machines. What you're actually saying is don't condemn me. You can judge actions all you want, like what I did was shitty or what I did should have been better. It's fine. It's not an assassination of your character. Don't condemn the human soul is what you don't want to do. RTX voice is new. It will filter out sound from your mic and game. It will kill any background noise. Oh, so I think the problem here, Clem, is I'm playing on a console. I think what you're talking about doing would either have to be the console running into an HDMI in the computer, or it needs to be generated from the computer itself. Super says, yeah, my dad did a number on me, LOL. It did give me a few superpowers. I wouldn't change for the world, though. I liked how Tony Robbins said to blame your parents for the good. Yeah, because he says that. Blame them and merit them equally. That's a perfect, because I recently had that conversation with my mom who raised me, because we had a pretty tumultuous relationship. And I said, listen, if I'm going to fault you for all the bad shit you did to me, let me also thank you. Look at my life. Look at the millions of people around the world that tune into my stupid ass. That's not because of you. Like, some of the hardships I went through with you made me tough. And by the way, you're the one that taught me how to fight, not dad. So it's like one of those things where, yeah, blame them, but also merit them. You're 100% right. I think Tony Robbins got that perfect. You have it plugged into the Elgato, right? Yes, sir, I do. Please keep teaching me, Sensei. I'm listening, Clem. Comes that bird, son. I'm sorry I made that cutscene linger, but I had to get that thing out for Iowan. Iowan says, and while I'm fine, okay, he said that part. Iowan says, thanks, B. That's what we here for, baby. This is game therapy. You just showed the whole world what game therapy is about. And I'm really passionate about young guys and young people like you not being fucking suppressed by the stupid ideas of our authority figures. Like, and more, let me say that better. I am really fired up about people, period. I don't care about where you come from or your demographics. Being empowered to do what you were put on this earth to do. And my place on this earth is to lead people into those leadership roles. Period. That's all I know how to do. That's it. You know, so you just showed everybody why we're here to do game theory, bro. It's to bring a challenge you're having. You're facing that's a hardship, but you got people here who have lived through where you are. And I'm not going to tell you what to do or what to think. I'm just going to encourage you. Like, hey, think about this. But I will definitely contest what you said. You are not fine with being mediocre. I think when you hear me rail against mediocrity, you may just be you may not fully understand my definition of mediocrity. Because in a lot of ways, you could look at my life and say I'm mediocre, depending on how you look at it. When I'm talking about mediocrity, it's a spiritual issue. You could push a little harder, but you won't even try. That's what I mean by mediocre people. And in your case, I wouldn't apply it because at your maturity level, you haven't seen enough life to have tasted the thing that's going to make you willing to get up and wrestle bears. You know what I mean? Like, I'd wrestle a bear for one of my people. But I wouldn't wrestle a bear to be an accountant at fucking Snickers. Like, that shit, I'd want to jump off the Snickers fucking skyscraper. Do they have a skyscraper? Snickers needs to get a skyscraper. They're delicious. Little Perro, what's up, homie? When you download it, it has 2 tabs, one for the microphone and one for game sound. They will have drop-down tabs to any drivers you have for Yeti or Astro or whatever you use for the games. As long as Elgato is plugged in, it will recognize it, and you should be able to use it that way. All right, so yeah, you'll have to text me, man. Like, send me to a tutorial that shows me how to set up the RTX sound. Because if I can get rid of that latency for these shows, I can start doing my freestyle raps. Because I've actually been working on music, believe it or not. I have still been writing. And I'd love to workshop some of that material just in case I ever decide to make another album, which, don't worry, I'm not planning to at present. But I would like to do some of my freestyles because that's always been a part of my show, going all the way back to my Minecraft streams with Jolly D. A kid came on, I was streaming on Twitch, and it just was random. He's like, "Hey, dude, freestyle rap," and I just dropped 32 bars. I think, I don't remember. I just went in, and he was like, "Damn, I was kidding." He's like, "That was dope." He's like, "You can actually rap." I was like, "Yeah, you came to the stream where the dude actually knows how to do that." Parmpreet, says Ryan. Word up. Let me test it first so we can see if we can put it to the test. Cool, man. I appreciate you, Clem. Always, man. This is the part, this is the bridge. Turn it up, the bridge. I love this song, man. I don't get enough. Like, this song is just on repeat, and it doesn't bother me. For her to be so prim and proper and Victorian, she sure is chilling in some Daisy Dukes. This game is all mixed up. Yeah, I just got a new Elgato and gave the old one to my kids. I will tell you, so far, this Elgato seems a little less troubled. A little. So, it's slightly better. And I've realized, too, what's actually wrong with it is I use OBS instead of the Elgato software, which I might change that. But there is a disconnect in timing between when you plug in stuff and when you want it to be able to be captured, it's weird where you have to. And all I'll tell Elgato is like real simple, guys. Put a reset button on your fucking device. Problems like all the problems people have, you just had a button I could push that just resets the device, shuts it down, and turns it back on. It would immediately fix all that. Right off the break. Pampreet Gill says, "Hey Bryant, just popped in a couple of minutes ago and wanted to thank you for your videos. I just watched them 4 or 5 years ago in high school, and I think they partially helped me become who I am today." Hey, good to see you. Thanks for being here, and thank you for the word of encouragement. I hope you stayed around long enough for me to say hello to you. I saw Ryan saying Pampreet, and I missed your comment altogether. Hello, Pampreet. Good to see you again, and hopefully things are still going well for you. That's awesome. Thank you so much, man. That it always blesses my heart to hear folks here out there killing it. And if I had anything to do with, you having a good life right now, however small my impact may have been, that makes my heart come alive. So thank you. Thanks for being here. Clem says, "But my thinking, since it's using the RTX and not the CPU, that should run smoother. But I'm assuming that it would." Yeah. Was this game originally made for the PS3? Because the graphics would seem to make me think so. The models are very choppy. And this is still being like text instead of voice acted. This had to originally have been a PS3 game. But even PS3 should have still been voice acted. But, budget. You gotta do what you can. And that's not really a criticism of the game. It's fine. It just strikes me as odd. In fact, sometimes text is better because you can get through it faster and not have to listen to these people pontificate. Parmpreet stuck around. Oh, bless you, man. Thanks for doing so. I think it took me like hours to get to this point in the game the first time. I was just running around leveling up like a madman, which I'll probably do off camera. I'll hook up my Vita so I can stream it into my bedroom. I've often thought about doing streams from my bedroom where I wouldn't be able to chat with you guys, but I could still play, and on my phone I could write comments. I've thought about experimenting with that, like just because there's games I'd rather play in bed and not have to come to my office. Like I want to play one of the prequels to this game, Part 4. This is Part 8. And this is the cool thing with the Ys games. None of the stories are connected to each other like directly. So you don't have to have played 7, I don't think, to understand 8, etc., etc. Little Perro, what's up, home? Looks like a GameCube game. That's actually not completely wrong. That's funny, man. Oh, sweet, they marked it on the map. All right. Time to switch. Going to my hat rack, because this hat, I am now sweating because there's computers running in this room and the air condition, though blasting very hardly, is not strong enough to blast this heat off my head. So we're switching hats so I can switch to one that'll actually capture the sweat, which if you ever wonder why I wear hats so much, usually it's because if I'm filming, it's because I'm working out. I always have a hat on when I work out because I sweat like crazy, and it keeps the sweat out of my eyes. So it's like, why is he wearing a skull cap in the summer? That's why. Same thing on these shows. It's like I could rock my wig, but It's hot in this mofo, and I don't feel like having sweat running into my eyes for the whole time I'm streaming. You cannot believe how hot it is on filming sets at times. And this is mild. Like, it's actually kind of nice in here. I'm just a sweaty dude. But some film sets, bruh, it's straight getting baked. It first came out for the PS Vita. But that's, so the PS, okay, well that would make sense because the PS Vita was like a slightly weaker PS3. It was like a PS2 on crack. So that would make sense. So this game was originally on the Vita. Okay, so this is a port. I need to get the Vita version of this game. I've been slipping on that. By the way, my Sega Saturn still hadn't come yet. Don't know what's up with that. But I know the seller is looking into it, so we're getting right. Hey, Ryan got home from the country, R&B concert. From the white R&B concert. Is that what they call country now? White R&B? White and B? Hey, did you get to hear Willie Nelson? I thought that was the main event, right? Because I would have gone to see Willie Nelson. I love some Willie Nelson, bro. Me and Will get along real good. So Vita was marketed as being on par with the PS3, but it was horseshit. Like, that thing was not on par with a damn thing. Like, it was just horseshit marketing. Like, come on, bro. This is not a PS3. Big Pearl. Got to get some sturdy bones, too, or some sturdy woods, or some whatever you called it. He went on at like 9:40. Oh, he was early? That's unheard of. In music, it's usually 4 hours late. Oh, kick-ass 30. What do you need from me to kick ass every day? Oh, the music changed, but that's okay with me. Kicking ass off beat, cause that's what I do for me. Oh, this is an 80s song from a movie montage, bitches. It's amazing how much more difficult the enemies got. Like, astronomically more difficult just by changing maps. And I got level up weapons. No. Oh, that's right, too. I forgot. Certain characters are weaker to certain things. Alright, I need to get back to... Need to figure out what button I'm missing out on here. No, damn it! Stop! Alright, it ain't her. There it is. No, damn it! Him! Yes, him, please. Kick ass 30. Kick ass 30. Here we go, big anchor man. Bust him. Got that white meat. Oh, that sturdy lumbra! I'm about to get that quest completed, ho. Oh, dragon. Horse. Sea dragon. All in your ass, sea dragon. Let's see, no, 3. I was scheduled for 3:30 and we were early, so yeah, it was an expedition. for Muzak. Got your COVID test at 3:30. Gotcha. Yeah, Miko, my wife actually had to get a COVID test because her the attorney that she's apprenticing under was exposed to somebody that had COVID, but thankfully they both came back Megatron. Got it. Okay. Thank you much. Kicking ass all night and day is what we do because we are the coldest pimps. Sturdy Lumbra! We got it. Quest complete. I guess it'll be complete when we return back to the crib. I need to get a healing item in my belly. Alright, Ursula's talking about stabbing drill bits into her throat. Somebody get her. Is she doing a JD or is she reading law? I don't know what that means. I'm unfamiliar with those terms. You gotta school me. Oh, that was Ryan that said that, not Ursula. Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about, Ryan. And you're a highly educated educator. I don't know shit about academia, so I have not touched a college in many moons. Ooh, nice move. It's like one bad move followed by a dope move. One thing that's tougher with this game is your health bars are so out of sight that it's very easy to get beat down and end up dying because you're not paying attention to your health bar. They could have done, like for me, I would have just put a health bar either somewhere on their clothes that I can see as it depletes, or just put it over their head. Like that shit, on-screen HUD stuff doesn't break my immersion like I hear a lot of games talking about. Oh, if you guys are planning to be here for tomorrow's streams, I'm trying to think. I need to adjust. I probably won't stream tomorrow until later in the, like around my normal evening times. But I need to figure out what to stream because we streamed the normal game for tomorrow today. So I'll give you guys the list of games. You tell me what you'd like to see. I'm leaning towards going back to Shenmue because I really want to get past the chasing the gay sailors around part of the game. So yeah, Shenmue kind of gave me the itch again to play some more Shenmue. So I'm thinking about that, but I'm not opposed to playing. But it needs to be one of the games that we've already played because I don't want to start playing 400 different games and then never finish any of them. And so far we've been lucky. Like all the games I've picked are either games that I already know I love, or at the very least, they've been games that, hey, I've never played this before, but I'm having a good time. This is cool. And I'm doing this part of the game out of order compared to the way I did it last time. I went north. So we're doing south this time. Oh, got the bait, son. And you can get up here, by the way. You just got to be a G. Come on, man. Get it. Get your ass up. I've gotten up here before without this much fanfare, from what I remember. Sturdy Lumbra. Get your ass up the hill, ho! Wait, what? What was that? We good. Ooh, cabbage, baby. Eggplant. Yes, I love a good long eggplant. Delicious. I'm down for Free Willy, says Clem. Okay. David says Tales of Arise. Unexpected choice. I could do Tales of Arise. I'm enjoying that game. Now, just keep in mind, Tales of Arise is our Monday game, so we'd be doing it kind of back to back. But if you guys are enjoying it, I'd be okay with that. Clem says Final Fantasy VII Remake. I mean, if you just want to see me get angry, sure. We could do that. If you just want to see me pissed off, yeah, Final Fantasy VII Remake's the way to go. Yeah, and I think I wouldn't be so angry with that game if I had been better prepared. If someone had just told me, hey, B, this game is a walking story simulator and not an RPG where you're going to be running around and leveling up and shit, I would have been better prepared. If somebody would have said, hey, the Final Fantasy VII Remake took Final Fantasy and made it into Shenmue, except like a shitty version of Shenmue that has nowhere near the immersion factor, I'd have been like, alright, that sounds dumb, but I'll give it a shot. And then I would have been prepared for everything you do in the game is just listening to people talk. And then you get to fight like 3 people, and then you got to go back to listen to people talk for an hour and a half. It's like, who was in charge of Square Enix for this? And let me extend just one simple olive branch to everybody at Square Enix that had to work on Final Fantasy VII Remake. Listen, you had an impossible task. There was no way you were going to crank out a game, 1, that everybody was going to love. That's impossible. 2, that was going to make your fan base extremely happy, because some of them, like me, because I don't hate the game, I don't love it, but I don't hate it. And I was looking forward to playing a better version of it. It isn't. Well, the characters are better, except for Barrett. But I was looking forward to playing more of a action-heavy Final Fantasy VII on crack, and it's just literally running around talking to these weirdly added story elements nonstop. And I'm like, come on, man. And then they split it into 3 different games because I think financially it would have been suicide to try to make it all at once. And it allows them to experiment. I would be willing. Well, I haven't looked at any of the reviews for the game, but if more people felt like me about it, I would not be surprised if the second, part 2 of that game isn't starkly different in some ways than 1 was, and from the gameplay perspective. Oh, we got a good one. We got a good one. Almost a good one. That should be a C, a D. Okay. Ryan says this is Initial Reality 7. Nope. This is Ease 8. You, my friend, are talking about Exist Archive. Ryan says Menshu, Shenmue. Part 2 is on PS5 only. Why wouldn't you? I wouldn't put Part 2 on the PS4. That's actually the opposite of what I do. Never mind. So I misheard you. They're taking it to PS5 only. Well, I guess what I'm going to hope that means is it's about to get some pretty heavy technical upgrades that need the PS5's horsepower to be able to pull it off. And not just graphics, like gameplay, not being annoying. ATB. So there I could see that logic, but from a taking care of your fans, that makes no sense to me at all. But I also don't run a multi-billion-dollar video game publishing company. So what do I know? Not a lot. It looks like the first part. No, oh, you've already seen it? I need to just spend a day looking at video game news, because I know nothing about what's going on in the industry anymore. Once I stop talking to the PR teams at these companies and watching videos to stay up on stuff, I'm totally out of the loop. I do know Elix 2 is in development, and I pray to our Lord, sweet Jesus, Buddha Christ, that somebody at Reality Pump is working on Two Worlds 3. Please. And do not Skyrimify it. Just make it what you make, damn it. Which is a dope open world RPG that's open-ended, let you do what you want. If you go to the place where the dragons are at the beginning of the game, you're getting your ass whooped. No synergy leveling system or whatever the Bethesda people call that bullshit. That's, oh, this game is actually not challenging at all, except the challenge scales to it. Like, no. Just make the damn game. Or, you know what? Don't make Two Worlds 3. Just make Two Worlds 1, fix the frame rate, and fix the controls. I would pay $300 for that game if it would exist. If somebody would have the balls to go to Reality Pump and say, how much is it going to cost to make this for this generation? I'd pay $300 for that game. And then once I got it, I'd play nothing else. That's all my streams would just be Two Worlds forever. And when we play that game, you'll see why. Now that's how you do a dialogue scene. Don't make me listen to all that. Get past it. There you go. Now, is that going to warp me back to camp? I think it does. Yeah. Okay. Not bad. Clem says, I was willing to wait, but they're about to milk the blood, money. Yeah, I guess I don't love Final Fantasy VII, so I don't have a dog in the fight to get super disappointed. I was disappointed with the remake, but just because I don't think it's a good game. I think it's a decent story simulator. But I also am not a big... like when Star Wars, shit the bed, I probably cared back in the early 2000s while that was happening, when I still cared about Star Wars. But after episode 3, I was just like, all right, Star Wars is over. It's cool. Like, no one cares. Let's get the fuck out of here. Two Worlds by Square Enix. So you get 90% story, 5%. Dude, no, don't let him do it, Clem. Don't do that to me. Is she the person that helps us with the the alchemy shop? I want to say that's who she is, because she's not one of the fighters, I don't think. I'm getting ready to go get the fighter. Modern Two Worlds Theft Turismo 9. Well played, Ryan. Suba says, could do like a random Wednesday type of thing, so you can explore games on your backlog for a day while still progressing on your current games. So, yeah. Like, just switch it up every week, have a grab bag game. I could do that. Random Wednesday. Well, right now, Wednesday is Exist Archive, so I'd probably make it random Saturdays or random Sundays, but the principle makes sense. It is. That's a dope idea. I like that. I thank you for that. Take it easy, Urs. Don't let the kids kill you. Alright, so she's going to be one of our armor makers. Yeah, I think she is the lady that sets up the store. And I'm going to give the captain these, that sturdy lumbra. Semi-random Saturday. There you go. All right. So cool. That's what we'll do then. I will find a random game in the grab bag. Well, it won't be random to me. I'm gonna pick a game I like, but it'll be random to the audience. Now I just gotta pick a game. I'm gonna give the captain all my wood, Clem. I'm rooted to the tutor, baby. I'm a thorough dude. I like to give the captain all the wood, not just part of the wood. And we should change the word wood to sturdy lumber. I'm about to give her the sturdy lumber, or him in this case. I'm about to give him the sturdy lumber, or lumbra, as I like to say it. Like an old, I don't know, what is that? Like a Confederate sergeant. Get the lumbra! Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, Ryan. It's like, yeah, it is kind of random, but not. Because it ain't random to me. I'm picking shit I like. And I'm even looking at games on my shelf like, that might be time for that. Oh, shit. I could do that tomorrow. Speaking of Final Fantasy, I think we got enough JRPGs. I might throw a curveball tomorrow, especially now that I got the Retron 5 working again. Or if I could get the PS3 working, I've got tomorrow's semi-random Saturdays. Oh, Clem says Final Fantasy 2. No, but that is actually on the list. Is this out of frame? Yeah, it's out of frame. So I do have it on my desk to be played when ready. You always got to have a copy of Final Fantasy 2 around. If you don't have a copy of Final Fantasy 2, you're living your life wrong. You got to have this. This right here represents so much of my childhood. This right here. So much. So many memories. Weekends. Late nights. Ryan's installing sturdy lumber in an abbey tomorrow. You're stupid. I can't even repeat the shit you guys write. Like, I'm wondering if my game therapy show will eventually just take over my podcast and this becomes the thing. That'd be hilarious. Which reminds me, I still didn't put out this week. I did not put out this week's podcast. It's funny because I have a bunch of podcasts like in the queue. I just haven't released them yet. You always got to reinforce the holy places, Ryan. Otherwise, the little foxes get in. Oh, I could scripturify this joke all night. Oh, you guys are too much, man. I do want to say 1 minute of somewhat seriousness and sobriety here. Thank you guys for being around. This week, Ryan will tell you too. It's been a hard fucking month, man. I've had my mentees going through shit. And now, yesterday marked the third person who two of which were family, but this person might as well be family. The third person this month that passed away. And this person that passed away yesterday was really close to me. Like, I was crying. I cried a little bit on the show last night. I was crying thinking about we're going to take our brother's trip again next year. And I was afraid actually to play this game because this song has an emotional component that can get me teared up. But the thing that made me cry the most was I was thinking through, we're going to take our brother's trip again probably next year, assuming COVID gets rectified. And I don't know how we're going to fucking do it. Like, what we do on that trip, our one escape for the year, like, it's not, once we got the chemistry and the alchemy of us four brothers together right, how do we even do it as three? I'm looking forward to the trip, and I'm wondering, am I going to be crying the whole time? Because we're going to go do all the shit we always do, and then our brother's not going to be there, and it's like, fuck! That's the shit that rips me apart. But I say all that sadness to bring the happiness to you, which is thank you guys for being here, because this is not game therapy just for you guys. This is my therapy too. I once heard a comedian tell a joke, and it's very accurate. He said, why do so many old millennials and Generation X men have podcasts when what they really should get is just therapy? And I always laugh at that joke because my podcast was my therapist's idea. She was like, do you have a radio show? I said, I used to. So I used to podcast, and I really just didn't give a shit about it back in the day because what I wanted to accomplish, I just didn't have. I guess I had a lot of limiting beliefs that prevented me from doing it. There really wasn't anything circumstantial. Mostly believing that nobody was going to listen to my dumb ass. And glad I was wrong. But I appreciate you guys, man. That's all I wanted to say. Let's get back to it. Yeah, this month fucking reeked of asshole. So I'm with you, Ryan. 100%. But you know what, man? About the first thing I thought after I got off the phone and got the news was thank God for two things. One, that I ever got to meet this guy because he was a king of the earth. Still is as far as I'm concerned, if you guys believe in eternity as I do. And thank God I got a chance to talk to him for about an hour a month ago. I specifically made time to reach out to him because I knew he was going through it. And we had a fucking ball. Like, my last memory with him is me and him not able to get off the phone fucking cracking jokes about how stupid the world is. Right? And he's a warrior too. He wasn't a military guy, but he was a police officer. So many similarities between those two lines of work. So he got it. And he was a police officer in a pretty rough place. So, you know, and he had just recently retired, was with his lady, living in Mexico. It's just, yeah. Anyway, I'm glad to have known him. I look forward to seeing him again on the other side of this hill. And, you know, I am eternally grateful that I got to have that conversation with him a month ago. That I was sick when I was supposed to have the conversation and couldn't have it, but then caught him after I got better. So, yeah, man. Dry your eyes, guys. Let's tell some jokes and get better. Something on your mind, Cap? Yes, but please keep this between us. There's black people here. What? I'm concerned that the beasts... Oh, okay, he's talking about beasts. The beasts are becoming more aggressive. The beasts, huh? That could be bad. Oh, we are going to get to see the thing I was telling you about. This is what's coming next. Cheese says, AB and gang, I'm super tired. Going to sleep listening to this right now. Excellent, man. Get your rest. Thanks for being here. Jewish carpenters know how to handle some sturdy lumber. Oh, I bet. The Final Fantasy game people hate and I liked. LOL. Do you have Mystic Quest? Do I have Mystic Quest? You better get your black ass out of here. What? Do I have Mystic Quest in the box? Why am I yelling? I have no idea. Yes, I have Mystic Quest. Right here in the delicious little box that it comes in. So nice. So tasty and delicious. Mystic Quest. I also liked Mystic Quest. Mr. Clem didn't hate it. You know why? Because it didn't inundate you with stupid-ass storytelling for hours and hours at a time. It let you just play. I didn't like that it plays like a tactical RPG, but it was a simple one, and I enjoyed it, man. It was supposed to be Final Fantasy for kids, but I was like, maybe they should just make more of these. I like these. I'd play them. Yeah, I had a ball playing this game as a kid. Total ball. Hey, somebody clip that. What was the time hack? I want to show that collection piece on TikTok. At some point. I need to make another TikTok video, I'm sure. I don't think I have. And when was the last time I made one? It's been a minute. So we've just played this game for an hour and 45 minutes to do what should have taken about 24 minutes to do because I'm running my mouth. Bought it at Funko Land before it became GameStop. Nice. What I'm trying to figure out was, did GameStop own Funko Land from the beginning and it was just a different store name, or did they buy Funko Land along with EB Games and Babbage's? or sorry, Electronics Boutique before it was EB Games, and then Babbage's, because all the Babbage's where I'm from became GameStops, and then you had GameStop and EB Games, and then eventually that became GameStop. It was weird. We went through a really cool cut, like 2 generations in gaming, where you had all these different stores you could go to get games and find cool shit, and now it's just Best Buy, Target, Walmart, GameStop. And then, I live near East Starland, so I have that luxury, but most people don't. Oh, and don't I have some games? Oh, I got my package from East Starland should have came today. But it's small. It might actually be in my mailbox. I gotta go check it. I think, Clem, people hated the Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. One, because RPG nerds love to make themselves sound smart by beating games that are hard. That's why I think a lot of the From Software shit caught on. It's because it's inherently difficult, depending on how you measure difficulty. And people like to be able to, I overcame this hard thing. Mystic Quest is supremely easy compared to a typical Final Fantasy. And it's very, very linear and choppy. They wanted the open-ended, the airships, and all. It just isn't a core Final Fantasy game. So people were expecting it to be something that I think it just was never intended to be. Did I hit a wrong button? No, we're good. Alright, cool. Clipped and posted on Discord. Thank you, boss. Actually, I just heard that post happen in my headphones. Great timing. Let's turn in that sturdy lumbra. Come on, Cap. I need to turn in that sturdy lumbra. Oh, you can have the sturdy lumber anytime you need it, Cap. I got it for you. All in your ass. Huh? You got it for like $10. I don't know what I paid for Mystic Quest. Oh, and somebody was asking, where did I see that comment? I think it was Pompreet. I think it was Pompreet that said it. Let me go back up. Oh no, it was Clem who said, "Oh shit, sealed as well." So no, it's actually, well, you know what? This one might actually be sealed because usually the giveaway with Chris is if it's not new. He wraps everything in plastic when he ships it. All right, so this isn't necessarily wrapped in plastic, but usually if it's not a new game, it has a sticker on it that shows that. This game doesn't have the sticker, but I also think I bought it used, and he just wraps it in plastic. Now, the stuff I still have sealed in plastic is, let's see. I'm trying to remember what old games do I still have in plastic. Like, I still have one or two of my Two Worlds Epic Editions is still wrapped in plastic, which is a steal at $9 to $11 a copy. I don't even think he changes the price for the new and the used. Just $11, man. Get out of here. Nobody's buying that shit but you. Let's see, you wonder how much it is now? Let's look it up. Let's go to East Starland. See how much old Chris, because I got my copy from Chris. Let's see. Final Fantasy Mystic Quest is now, I think it's around 40, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so you can get a loose copy for about $19, $18.48, or used complete. You can get this for just under 50. With tax, it'll be a little bit over $50. But he doesn't have any in stock, so that doesn't matter anyway. I like this lady. She's just just angry for no reason. I would torture, like, just with jokes. If I was on this island with that lady, she would hate. Like, please keep me away from that motherfucker. I hate him. Like, why you all proper with them Daisy Dukes on, ho? Get out of here. But, you know, you find out that her harsh exterior, there's a good reason for it. She's actually a very endearing character once you get past that. If memory serves me right. I think that's kind of the game, is trying to make her like an asshole, but then you find out there's a good reason why she's like that. At least the captain is thoughtful. Thank you for being so considerate. Which one of y'all is texting me? I tell you what, the setting that they've picked out for this game is fantastic. Like, sleeping in this cave with the brook that comes by it, with the tree. The art designers, like the set designers for this game, props. Oh, yeah. Woo! Got the wood shield. Shield you from the wood. Can't shield from my wood. It's too strong. Alright, we got beds now, y'all. We are the kings of the earth. And it looks like, okay, now the cave didn't open back up. We good. Hey, ladies! Actually, I have not saved this since we started playing. I should probably do that. I love how it says in big capital letters, "You're safe, easy." Like, it should just say, "bitch." At the end of Chapter 2, Castaway Village, bitch. Like, why you gotta write that in all caps, man? I know I'm playing on easy. Cut me some slack. Ryan, why do you have a cave? It sounds like you're into something you shouldn't be. Isn't this where she sets up the shop? Yes! Yes! That's what I thought. He said chastity belt. I still don't know why the dimensions of my screen are not right. It's still, like, I've adjusted them, but this game is still tripping for some reason and not displaying properly. Maybe I've got to restart the PlayStation for that to kick in. Maybe. Like, maybe I had already started the game and it can't undo what's already booted up. It doesn't really make any sense. But, Stranger Things, you can create accessories at the tailor. Oh, I need that bone necklace. There's so much sexual innuendo in this game. Unintentional, I'm sure. Now, if it was a Kojima game, you know the innuendo is on purpose. Which I was actually surprised by how little sexual innuendo was in Death Stranding. And I know the tone of the game was quite a bit more serious than Metal Gear. Metal Gear is serious, but it's an 80s movie. It doesn't take itself that seriously. But Death Stranding was definitely had the silliness, but it was more somber. At least for the Metal Gears I've played. A belt to maintain her chastityness. You mean her chaste? I love Clem doesn't give a fuck. I'm gonna say it how I want to say it, ho. Oh, it's wonderful, dude. I got nothing but love for the way you are operating your life, bro. Straight up. Alright, so I can make... Okay, so it's making straight up armors. All kind of shizzle. Actually, it says I already have one of these with the sturdy bone we got. See, my problem is you're going to get access to way better versions of all this. Like, why waste my resources screwing with this stuff right now? Oh, I like that, though. Do I like that, son? I love this as well, please. Yes. Everybody should be wearing one of these. Get back one. Can I get 2 out of this? I sure can. Need to catch him up anyway. Sweet. I was assuming I'd get a little trophy out of that deal, but I don't need one. I just assumed there'd be one for crafting. He said, I'm surprised you don't. I can't even say that shit out loud. Oh. How many beers did they let Ryan have at the damn concert? No more beer. You're done for the night. Oh, girl, I got something in need of mending. It's a heart. Why don't you come on by my tent? We'll talk about it later. Or my hammock, rather. I'm in a hammock. That hammock, girl, come on. I had a blue moon and 2 kilvasas. All right. Let's see. We got the brothers here. Let's drop off some gear. Alright, we crafting out here, boy. The rapier is maxed out. I should now be able to max him out, right? 6, 3, Roger. Get it. And watch us find new weapons right after I do this. It's all good. The game is lousy with materials for me to do my collecting and crafting. Yes, definitely that. Okay, so I still need the damn empty bottle. Didn't the dude give me an empty bottle at some point? I could have sworn I got one of those during the playthrough. Let's see, old dude bro and his elder wife in front of us were 420 blazing the whole time. Was that the people you were showing me in the video clips right in front of you there? I smell like someone ran over a skunk and then set it in their car and on fire. I've actually hit a skunk, man. That is the worst month of driving you're ever going to have. Because I don't care how much you do to clean that car, you're smelling ass for a month. It's the worst. Oh, where's homegirl? Let's go actually accept this quest. Breed some nice smelling weed. There's plenty of nice smelling weeds, man. Like, I'm surprised that you were around people whose weed stunk. Where'd they get it from? You know what? Don't tell me. Probably don't want to know. Why can't the stuff that gets people ripping high smell like basil or something? I don't know. It sounds like maybe they grow their own and it just stinks. But like, I mean, like even the CBD leaf I have here smells pleasant. Where is it? We're gonna sniff some CBD leaves. It looks like weed leaves, but it's not. Yeah. No, that's good shit. It's a nice little aroma to it. Virginia, dude. Virginia is the drug capital of the planet. Well, maybe not for weed. For cocaine, yeah. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you, dog. That's what I'm saying. Like, if they have the right composition for what they have, even when it burns, it doesn't have to smell like horse anus. I am not a connoisseur, so I don't know how all that shit works. I just rarely have I smelled that shit and been like, oh, that's gross. But, you know, I'm from DC too. DC's shit is legendary. He says, dude, it smells so bad where I'm at, it's crazy. I've lived a lot of places. The shit here is toxic waste. Damn. Beat up hooker butt. I'm not going to ask you why you know what that smells like, bro. Because there's only one answer to it. It's like, nope, nope. Don't want to know how you know. Two pieces of saw fiber. All right, I'll work on it. But are you sure it's the people on the CTA or just not their funky ass sitting in seats when they didn't wash their ass and now the train smells? Of course, there's really no difference between those two things, I guess. The person had to bring the funk. You said I just sat next to him and I have the munchies. Here we go, sturdy bones. Sturdy bones, sturdy bones. Oh, snap. Did I not see a treasure chest this whole time? Did this just wash up on shore, or did I just not see that before? Because I saw it while I was fishing in the cutscene. It's like, wait a minute. Was that there before, yo? Hell no. All right, let's go explore and get the rest of our people in tow. Then we'll kick ass. He says Clem used to get after it every day, and the purple shit, like purple haze, was the smelliest, but it was a good smell. Now the shit these kids smoke smells. Yeah, I am not that much of a connoisseur, so I wouldn't really know. I know the stuff I've smelled or had access to in the past. At no point was like, oh, this smells like beat up hooker butt. Thankfully. But maybe I'm just not around it enough. Especially not people like burning it. Because like even like this was that CBD I was showing you. This was a gift from my friend. I really don't F with leaf that much. And if I was to mess with this, I would probably break it down and, you know, cook it in oil to release the, you know, the effects of it. And then just make it and bake that and put that into a tea. Right? Versus having to smoke it. I got virgin lungs, man. Smoking is not my strong suit. So it's probably that even if I would have had the opportunity to smell bad stuff, I just don't have it. And I'm not around people that use it. So maybe it's my lack of experience with the substance in question that makes me ignorant to what you guys are talking about. Which I'm glad I am. I'm glad I'm not having the experience you guys are having. Maybe I should start hanging out with some more weed heads. Nitrogen compounds in the plant that do nothing but make it smell like anus. Super says, you can smell someone light one from 5 miles away and it's a refined blend of stale, homeless piss with a dash of dead raccoon. Damn! Oh, man. You guys are certainly making a case for say no to drugs on this channel. Well done. Alright, let's go kick ass. Come on, man. Let's get to the action part. People have been watching me run around and talk to people long enough. Clem says he vapes his CBD, but only when I need it. And I haven't had a migraine that would make me want it. Yeah, and I use mostly the drops, which that's... The bottle that's low on drops is in here, and then my full bottle's next to my bed. I use mostly the drops for that. I do, like I showed you guys, I had the vapes that... my local folks that make this shit just recently released. It's cool. It huffs pretty hard though. I was like, damn, that shit. Like, as I don't, like you can see now, I don't have the lungs to be a smoker. That shit is strong. But it's also not the chemical. It's the temperature. That shit burns hot. And your throat gets on fire. And it's like, alright. Yes! So I prefer the oil to that shit. Which I wanted to experiment because they make it themselves. And they were talking about the process to extract it and why it's different from other vapes. And more healthy. And I was like, alright. It's like, leave it to folks who study this shit incessantly to create a store where they can sell a high quality version of it. But yeah, if I had to choose vaping over the oil for CBD, it's oil all day. Or they just find for the first time, let me try some of the edible stuff like the chocolates. That was cool too. On the other hand, kids, it's one hell of a drug. Broken Super says, I'm glad you found a group that makes CBD vape right. Yeah. After you had said what you said on that show, when I went to because I went to just get the oil, and my homegirl that works there's like, hey, try this other shit out. We make this ourselves, and we use a different process. And she even gave me one of the other brands to see the difference. I was like, yeah, you can totally see the difference. But and then Clem says, you get bad migraines because a nice pointy rock broke your fall when you were a kid and fell from this. Damn it. Oh my god, dude. I'm glad you're still on fucking Earth after that. He's like, I would eat all of it and fuck yourself over. I got you. Yeah, if the vape's working for you, man, and ain't tearing your freaking insides out, you'll hear no objections from me. Can we climb yet, or is that still not a skill we have? Still not a skill we have. Oh, we got a decent one. Do we? Do we? Ah, it's gonna be alright. Maybe a C. D. D. If it's too hot, you need to lower the wattage of your device. Yeah, no, it totally has that ability. So the problem I run into is turning the temperature down much more. It's like you gotta pull on that thing like you're trying to suck a golf ball through a hose. So it's just like I'll risk burning the inside of my throat so I don't have to sit here for an hour sucking on this thing. Like a rookie male hooker, just going in. Scooby-Doo-Boo-Boo, Doo-Boo-Doo-Doo-Doo, Scooby-Doo-Doo-Doo, yeah, so expect to hear this song on future videos that I'm producing. I love this song, dude. It's going in there. It's exactly the type of song that I should hate, because it's hyper as shit, but the melody is so dope that I can get past. And if, I was playing music, I would want something hype like this. Maybe a little slower and more powerful, but still got that oomph to it. Put that hump in your back. There he goes. Got that extra level up ability turned on. Way to go, Sahad. It's my brother. Oh, shit. Is it her? Nope. It's Big Man. Come on, Big Man. So basically, if something has a shield, send Big Man in. Hard body enemies gotta have the Big Man. This I can handle. Ah, alright. Soft bodies, homegirl handles well. Ah, missed. Come on, man. Get right. Y'all take care of him. I'm getting these balls off the tree. Got him. Had to hate your player. Yeah, let's get Bird down. Come on, Bird. You don't know how long it took me to figure that out the first time I played this game. Like the point we're at in the game should be about an hour in, And I think we're right around 6 hours into the game because I run my mouth so much during these streams. Good thing you guys are here more for the talking than the gaming. But that's the way I always wanted it when I was making gaming content anyway. Always wanted it to be more about the hang and the chat than my expert opinions on anything. Come on, homegirl, this is your show. Kick ass. Way to go! Did you see that? Damn! Homegirl ain't playing with that ass. She'll kill you. Burn. Come on, homegirl. Dig in that thing's ass and kill it. That's what we gotta do, son. I love how the game incentivizes you to do combat, not just for leveling up, but getting all the materials that let you make your gear just a little bit stronger, your sword just a little bit strong. Like, you can make more potions, and now I don't have to buy them. I can get the resources to craft them. Well done, frickin' Ease developers. Well said, Clem. No hablo español. Give me them eggs, ho. Yeah, now the drop rates are pretty much constant. It's like pretty much if you hit something, it's going to drop something for the most part. Oh, we might have a decent one. We do! Hell yeah, give me some. Is that a C? Yeah! Yeah, I agree, Clem. Ease games have a simplicity to them that's just... Because I'm at a point now where I'm going back and playing a lot of the games in the series, and if you go far enough back, they get quite a bit different from these modern interpretations of the series, but still no less dope. Damn, homegirl. Handle business, gang. I gotta... Yeah, get that wheat. Yeah. Put that gun down, son. And get knocked out like your father used to. Love that break, yo. And no stamina bar. Hallelujah. There's no stamina bar. That means I can sprint the whole time. I don't run 20 meters and then have to take a break because they sent the most out of shape skinny person ever in the history of mankind to save the world. Come on, team, keep up. Hell yeah. I haven't been using my skills much, but now we are. Because we really haven't needed them. I don't want to burn up all my special points or magic points or dildo points or whatever this game calls them. Because there has to be 17 systems you have to manage in a video game. Otherwise, it's not a video game. See, in Kingdom Hearts, oh lord. Kingdom Hearts, the epitome of boring ass fucking video games. I could not play that game. Woo! Well, that game, admittedly, I should have known better. Because it was like where Final Fantasy meets Disney. Two things I don't like that much. Like, should have known better, but whatever. Kingdom Hearts, I was getting annoyed because to get the ultimate weapon, there was an enemy you had to kill with a certain spell to get the drop, and I would be over leveled, and Donald or Goofy would kill him before I could do it. It was annoying because you had to use, all that. You got to beat the boss in a certain way. Thank you, Namco, for not including that shit in Tales of Arise. That was the only thing about Vesperia when I was achievement hunting. I was like, I gotta beat the boss by dodging left, dodging right, doing a backflip, waiting for the full moon, and then I have to use like some obscure spell, and that's the move that has to kill him. Like, why? Like, I get you're trying to encourage players to approach your game differently, but that's so stupidly specific. Who's ever gonna pull that shit off? Like, me, because my dumbass read the guide and wanted to have the achievements, but not me. I figured it out. And thank God, Namco, you took it out of Tales of Arise. Good on you. The game's better for not having that bullshit. So I say that to say, Clem, solidarity. I feel you, man. When Japanese games get gimmicky like that, it's just like, and I guess I'd say, non-Japanese games too, but they seem more prone to do it in RPGs than what I remember of the Western RPGs I played. Especially when it comes to JRPGs and getting like the best weapon in the game, it's always some super tedious, arduous horse shit. It's just like, come on, dog. I don't mind fighting like a super boss to get this, but all this other shit, whereas like in Two Worlds, just there's people carrying the best sword if you kill them and take it from them, and then you can level the sword up indefinitely. Well, as long as you can find other swords like it. I think I had 2 katanas that could do 1,000 points or whatever each. I was kicking ass by the time I got through that game. I seem to remember there being a boss fight here that beat my ass the first time I played this, so I need to come vigilant to this place. Alright, what do we got? Oh, nah. It's a regular joint. That's a D. That's a D. Ooh, but I got stalactite and some iron ore, though. Ooh, I needed some strange mass. Hell yeah. Tell me how to do what I need to do. Hooker, get real. Let's make sure we're not dropping the items or leaving behind the items that they are dropping. The final boss at Chrono Cross could be killed 2 ways: normal battle and a really cool musical way. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm still trying to find a copy of Chrono Cross that's not the Greatest Hits edition. Because if I was okay with Greatest Hits edition, I'd already have it. My buddy Chris has 4. I think he still has copies of that game sealed in the plastic for the Greatest Hits edition. It was like, come on, man, I'm a collector. Don't send me that. I don't want that Greatest Hits green bullshit. Let's go. So as soon as I find that, Chrono Cross will be mine. And I was looking at some old reviews for it, just trying to wrap my head back around what the game was like. And I was like, oh, I think I see part of the reason why I quit this game. The combat system is a little convoluted. But older, more patient me, if that's believable, might be able to muscle through it and have some fun. Get that level 10, Sahad. Way to play the game, boy. Now, meantime, between time. That's a PS2. PS1, brother. PS1. A certain item would record the colors of your spells, and each had a tone. Filling the meter with a specific color combination would play a song that killed. Hey, if that's not too hard to figure out, I think I'll do that. Clem says, I played Trigger but not Cross. I have played and not finished both of them. Chrono Trigger bored me to sleep, so I gave up. Both times I tried to play that game, I just couldn't. It's just like, this is for, I think, kids that like Disney films or something. I was like, something ain't clicking here for me. But, you know, admittedly, I had never even heard of Chrono Trigger until I was a grown man in my 20s. You know, and that game came out when was I in middle school? Like, it's an old game that I'd never heard of as a kid. And then, by the time I got around to actually playing it, I was 25, 26 years old. So I think whatever the whimsy that would attract a younger audience to be so nostalgic for that game, when you play it as a grown man, it's just not there. I do remember liking the soundtrack to both of them, though. Alright, so we don't have enough help from the village. We need, how many? 8, we got 6. Hey, at least it tells you. Oh, see, they tried to hide one. Gotcha, bitch. Ooh, beast claws. Super says, Cross gets to the point a lot quicker, better graphics, less story, but more interesting. I from what I remember of Cross, I agree with that. Because Chrono Trigger, man, like running around that stupid ass fair and eating cakes, I'm like, when do I kill something? I don't need to do any. This is the epitome of what I hate about these games. Is like, they want you to feel like you're part of the world. Well, I don't. This is a top-down fucking cartoon. I'm not gonna feel like I'm a part of this shit. Alright, I assume that's what they were going for. I guess maybe I shouldn't make that assumption. Alright, let's save again, because I'm pretty sure there's a boss fight coming for that ass. Well, I just remember even the story of Trigger being super boring, right? Because I made it all the way to, maybe not that far into the game. Like, I know I got to the place where you realize that you're time traveling to all these different places, and that was boring. And then I went to some place where I was fighting mechs, I think, and I was like, this is boring. I don't want to do this anymore. And then I quit, and then I had an actual physical copy of the game, and I traded it in. I was like, I'm good. I know this game's worth $1 billion or whatever, but... and now I'm kind of like, yeah, I probably should have kept it. Probably should have held on to that one. Especially the verticality. Checkers does have immersive verticality. I can't argue with that, Mr. Motley. How's your crew? Decidedly motley. Ooh, nice move, team. I thought for sure there'd be something up here. Ah, this is where we get the tree to fall. You like that move, didn't you, ho? You like how I dodged you and then came back to whoop ass? You liked it. I mean, you did, but you liked it while you was living. You're up, Sahad. Or I guess I just push a button and it happens. I thought Sahad was going to swipe it with his anchor, but now we can go this way. Hallelujah to Jesus. No! Oh, fart tastings. Now all those monsters are going to respawn. But you know what? We got the bridge set up, so at least that doesn't have to take forever. So I'm guessing we're getting a double jump at some point. Or is there another... Oh, it looks like there's another structure that maybe we got to screw with later. Let's keep it moving. Keep your eye on that health bar, son. Oh, there was a wolf. I was like, what else did we just hit? There's a wolf in the woods. Boy. Woo! All four of you. My team didn't even catch up to me by the time I had y'all dead. Ah, a little something, something. Do a bit of exploration. I can dig it. Nice move, Wolf. How in God's name is she leveling up faster than us when we have the level up faster juice on? How's that possible? Which, by all means, level up, lady. Get your level up on. I'm proud of you. I love that breakdown where they close the hi-hat too. Like there's structure in the song that's dope. Like they just break the hi-hat closes and then dude's just like riding out. And then he's gonna open it here. Oh, dang it. Walk through the damn thing too fast. Right when he's getting ready to do the drop off, I walked through the zone. My bad. Water, bitches. Oh, is this where they build the tent? I think this is where they build the tent. Yeah. Yeah, no worries, Clem. As soon as we get through this quest line right here, I'm shutting it down for the night anyway. So if you need to ball out, handle business, man. We're all going to be done here soon anyway. Trying to figure out what point in human history was the title adventurer a profession people had. I'm an adventurer. What? Woo. No one knows who shot him in the knee. Nice reference. That was well weaved together. Suba, you need to do something with this writing skill you have, bruh. I know we didn't get to delve too deeply into that when we were hanging, but I guess we're still hanging now. You and that writing of yours need to figure some things out. Because I think other people would like to read the things you write. Oh shit. This is when this part happens. Oh lord. This is the part that made me quit the game last time. I thought this came later. Donna. Super says, I'll agree. I agree. I'll have to work on that when I get a few other things squared away. Cool, man. I look forward to seeing what you come up with. Oh, okay. So the dream happens the first time. We're not doing the annoying part. So that's cool. All right, setting up camp has many advantages. You can rest to restore HP and SP, and the extra gauge. You can cook meals over the campfire. Let's cook some meals, baby. Let's hit that. Let's also cook us a meal, y'all. So it's fish soup. Still the only one of these things I have. I don't need to make 50 of them. Because for real, I have a feeling these ingredients will go into a much better dish once we start learning better dishes. But having a little bit of soup around ain't gonna hurt nobody. Partying out here. We gotta throw a party. And everyone's invited. All right, friends, this is where we save before we go into the cave. This is no cave. Unless it's the cave in Dagobah that Luke has to go into to face. Well, I won't tell you what he faces just in case you haven't seen the movie. But he doesn't face what you think he does. Even if you have seen the movie, it's not what you think. Anyway, friends, thank you so much for being here. And for real, as many of you hanging out till 1 a.m. as did, or 1 a.m. my time, I imagine you all are in different places with different times. But for those of you who are on the East Coast, thanks for hanging so late. And if you're on any other coast where it's late, thanks for being here. Hopefully you got something, cool and fun and happy out of our time together. So I will make the call at some point tomorrow for, or talking about doing the semi-random Saturdays. I think if I can get my PlayStation 3 to work with my HDC, whatever the thing's called, HDCP or whatever, split it out, then I've got a great idea for what we can do for a random game, because it's a game I've been wanting to play for quite some time, and I now finally own it. And so if we can get that working some point tomorrow evening when I'm done having dinner with one of my most favorite people on the planet, we'll probably do the stream for that. If that doesn't work, then I'll figure something else out. That said, thank you so much for being here, gang. We are stronger than I, and I will see you mañana. Peace.